What's going on? It's OG Soldier, and it's another special episode of Man Time TV. And I'm back with the NBA and some news, right? Now, you're not going to get too many of these NBA videos from me, for real, because to me right now, the NBA is not really too much to talk about, but the Brooklyn Nets and Kyrie Irving is giving us something to talk about, right? Because pretty much the league is looking like a smooth sailing for the Lakers, until today. You know what I'm saying? They've actually given us something to talk about. If you repeat my last video, I told you the last NBA video of the year, like, what is there really to talk about? You know what I'm saying? Like, there really is no team to compete against the Lakers, for real, on the West. It's nothing to talk about. The East, you got the Bucks, the Nets, but let's be real, nobody's beating the Nets. And that was before they got James Harden. You understand what I'm saying? Giannis, the Heat, Sixers might have a chance, but now they got James Harden. So I'm about to speak about this, right? I lost a bet to my brother earlier about the Nets because all this, I'm listening to First Take, Stephen A. Smith, all this about, the experts, all this about the giving my little information about the NBA, about Kyrie and stuff and what's been going on. So, and I realized I made a mistake, because the media is trying to create this negative narrative about Kyrie and his relationship with the Nets and Kevin Durant, but that's not what it is. Because for a second I thought maybe they had got rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Because the way the media makes it seem like it's Kyrie is like a cancer, when it's really not that. It's something else. You know what I'm saying? Because they just traded and got the trade done, and Kyrie is not involved in the trade. But for a second we was debating that maybe it could be Kyrie or not. And I was wrong, because I thought maybe it could be Kyrie, because if the media is right and Kyrie is this cancer, well, maybe they just traded him for Harden and just swap it out like that. Throw a draft pick in there, somebody else in there, balance the cap, boom, get the trade done. But I was wrong, and they didn't trade Kyrie. And Kyrie, I guess, like he said, it's not that. It's not that negative narrative that the media is putting out there. It's something personal at home. So, and that's what it seems like to be now, something personal at home that he's dealing with, because he's there, and now they got this super team, and it looks trouble for LeBron. It looks trouble for LeBron, and LeBron getting his next ring. You understand what I'm saying? So now I like this team, right? This team is good, right? But three things have to happen for the New Jersey Nets to win this year, because paper champions off Bucks. They paper champion off Bucks. They got the names to be paper champions, but to be real champions, this is what the Nets have to do. They got to get James Harden in shape first and foremost, because I saw him earlier and the man looks terrible. He looked like he don't even play basketball. You understand what I'm saying? First and foremost, you got to get that man in shape. Got to get that man looking like a basketball player, looking like an athlete. Nigga don't even look like an athlete. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like, if you didn't even know basketball, if you wasn't from here and didn't know basketball, you saw James Harden, you wouldn't think that this man was worth over $200 million, was a $200 million athlete. That's how bad he looks. That's crazy to me. But, and that's number one. Two, somebody gonna have to make a sacrifice. Because James Harden and Kyrie are so ball dominant, it just like him and Westbrook, it's not going to work. He cannot be with another ball dominant player like that. Somebody has to take a back seat. And both of these dudes' egos are crazy. Kyrie's ego is just as crazy as James Harden's ego. So I want to see who's going to take the back seat. Who's going to sacrifice them numbers, because somebody got to sacrifice them numbers. Everybody, the third man always takes that L. Just ask Chris Bosh. Ask Kevin Love. Just ask Manu Ginobili. The third man takes that L. So let's see who's going to take that L. because somebody gonna have to take that L. Is it James Harden or is it Kyrie? That sounds crazy because neither of them niggas gonna take that L. And Kevin Durant ain't gonna take that L because he is supposed to be trying to prove something. He is the superstar on the team. He is the #1 guy on the team. He's supposed to be the one that's supposed to be building his legacy if they win. Not the Nets winning ain't building Kyrie legacy or James Harden legacy like it's gonna build KD's legacy. KD winning with the Nets will shoot him into another level that Harden and Kyrie cannot shoot to. You understand what I'm saying? They will get a little respect for winning, but they're not gonna shoot to the place where KD's gonna shoot. KD's gonna shoot to that conversation with LeBron and Jordan and Kobe. They will never be in that conversation with Kobe and Kyrie. But KD can shoot there. So it's supposed to be about KD. It's going to be drama off Buck. So I'm looking, I'm thinking, I'm like, dog, I got to do a video about this because I want to see how this is going to work. And because I don't think it's going to work. I feel like they shouldn't have got Harden, but they should have just traded Kyrie for Harden because they're both two-ball dominant. I don't think either one of them going to take an L. You got to think about it. You got to be humble to take an L. Bosh was humble. Bosh was humble to take that L. Kevin Love was humble to take that L. Them dudes, excuse my language, them dudes were superstars on teams, bruh. And they had to take that L. They numbers took a big hit to play with them dudes just to get a championship. Who is going to take that L? Kyrie or James Harden? Because it cannot be KD. It cannot be KD. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing else to talk about. It's the OG Soldier. Man time. Yeah.